Hi everyone, Jesse here with etrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at and I'll show you how to install the universal trailer wiring kit for brake controllers, or as we call it, the ETBC7 on our 2015 Chevrolet Express. This is a great kit for you if your vehicle didn't come with the factory tow package and you're looking to tow a trailer with brakes. With this kit, you can wire it all up. It has everything you need in order to get your brake controller installed on the vehicle. Here's what it looks like installed on our neighbor's vehicle. It does come with this bracket that it's mounted to, but we did purchase separately this no drill bracket to get it mounted to our hitch, so that might be something you want to look into. But essentially it's just your standard 7-way. It's got the lid with the locking tab on it, and then we also have the ability to use a 4-pole, so that's really nice that you can still retain your vehicle's 4-pole wiring, but also be able to tow trailers with 7-pole connectors. As I said, this kit is for vehicles without the factory tow package. So if you're unsure of if your vehicle has a tow package or not, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to get that sorted out for you. When it comes to the installation with this, it is quite a bit of running wires, but really it's just time consuming. It's a pretty simple process. If you're not looking to get it done yourself, feel free to check out our dealer locator. You can find someone local to you that would be happy to get you set up. If you are looking to see how this gets installed, then follow along and I'll walk you through the process. To begin our installation, you'll want to find a place to mount your wiring. So I'm using a universal no drill bracket here, just kind of upside down, and mounted that to the bracket that comes in your kit, then bolted our 7-way in. Our 4-pole end is going to slot into the side here. Just get those tabs lined up and push it on. And then the other end of our 4-pole is going to plug into our existing vehicle 4-pole. So let's get that plugged in there. And I'll go over this connection with some electrical tape just to keep it watertight. We also have 3 wires coming off of our wiring. There's also going to be a yellow one with these black and blue. The yellow one's for reverse. We're not going to use that, so I just taped it up to our loom here to keep it out of the way. And these wires come with butt connectors on them. I cut those off and added heat shrink butt connectors. Since we're wiring outside the car, we don't want any water getting into our connection. In our kit, there's going to be a long length of duplex wiring, so just cut back that sheathing and then strip off the ends of both wires. We're going to match up our black with the black and then the blue with the white. So once you strip it, we'll just crimp it on. And then we can route that up towards the engine bay where the battery is. I'll show you the route that I took with our wiring. So it's going to go in that hole in the frame, then come out right here. Then we're just following some wiring harnesses and lines towards the front of the vehicle. You just want to stay away from any hot or moving components like your suspension or your exhaust. And luckily we can just follow most of these lines on top of our frame rail until we get here. And from here I'll just send a piece of airline tubing down to the engine bay, tape this onto that, and pull it up. So once you get that duplex into your engine bay, just slice through the sheathing very carefully with a razor blade. You don't want to cut into the actual sheathing on the wires. That way you can separate them. And then with the black wire, we're going to connect that to our circuit breaker here. So I just used the included self-tappers, tapped it into the firewall. And one of them is a 40 amp, and then the other depends on your brake controller. The brake controller that we have just needs a 20 amp circuit breaker, so that's what we're using. The 40 amp is going to go from that black wire straight to your battery. So just crimp on the ring terminals on the one end, and then use some of the slack and crimp on a ring terminal to that to send it over to the battery. And then for this one, we'll use some of that slack that we still have left from the black wire, make a connection from the battery to the circuit breaker. And then the other end on the silver post, that's going to go through our firewall, through a grommet, into our floorboard so we can connect to our brake controller. And we're also going to send our white wire out of our duplex down in there with that. And for our connection with the battery, since this is a side post battery, I had to order a part, which we do have available here at etrailer. It's for attaching accessories to this, and it's just going to replace your bolt or stud that comes in there. And once that's installed, you can use the nut to tighten down your ring terminals to your battery. Here's a better look at the grommet on the inside of the vehicle. You can see where we ran our wires through. You will also need to send one wire for your ground wire. And then another step in installing brake controllers is the brake light switch signal. And as far as wiring that all up, it really depends on your vehicle and the brake controller that you're getting. So if you are looking to install a brake controller, just check out the product page. We'll have plenty of installation videos to walk you through it. Once you have your brake controller wired up, all that's left is to hook up to your trailer and take it for a test drive. So that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the ETBC7 on our 2015 Chevrolet Express.